Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the outlier detection with IQR using Python coding, and also we will measure the interquartile range using Python coding. So let's start. So what we need to do, we need to first import the Python library. So we will use the NumPy and Seaborn. Seaborn we will use for plotting and NumPy we will use for some calculations. So we are using here the same data set which we use for our the slides, like 3, 2, 4, 4, 7, 18. Same we are using here, you can see here. So what we did first in our example, we sorted the data. Same first we need to sort the data. So for that we will use the np.sort method, and if you want to that what we should do, so you can use the shift tab, and after that these particular help you will get. Then after that you can select what are these value are saying. You can just use this particular plus sign, you will get all those what type of the things you have to mention here. So we need to provide the data set, it means array. This particular array we have to provide here. So here after that it will sort. Let's run it. Then it sort the data in increasing order. After that we need to divide the data in 4 quartiles. So what we need to do, so quartile means from starting to 25th, then 15th percentile, then 75th percentile. It means we have to calculate the 3 percentile. So what we will do, we will use the first quartile is equal to np.percentile method in the NumPy. So if you want to get the details or what type of the things have to mention, you can use the shift tab. After that you will get all the help. So first we need to provide the data, then what percentile you have to use, that is the 25, and the interpolation method we have to provide the midpoint. So same way we can do for all the three. For the Q2 we will use 50th percentile, and Q3 we will use the 75th percent. If I will run this, you will get the output. So how you will print, you can use the print by using, you can even directly use the print is equal to Q1. So you will get this. But if you want to like some text, like some better interpretation, you can use this particular way. There are many ways, you can check in Google if you want. There are the many way how to interpret those things. So this is your 4. Q1 is equal to 4, Q2 is equal to 10.5, 15. Just remember Q1, 4, 10.5, 15. Just vary. 4, Q1 is equal to 4, Q3 is equal to 15, and Q2 is equal to 10.5. Same we are getting here. It means our value are correct. Now we need to calculate the interquartile. Q3 minus Q1, it is coming the 11. Here is also coming the 11. Now calculate the outlier. So there is another way. If you don't want to use the NumPy and this, so you can also use the stats library like scipy. In the scipy you can use the stats library. Just import. If you want to use the stats.iqr, there is a simple directly formula we can use. You don't need to like use the different thing. First you need to sort, then other than percentile. You can directly use the interquartile range. So interquartile range automatically do all the things for you. We need to provide the data, then interpolation midpoint. One you will print, then it will provide the directly output. You don't need to do this particular thing. First sort, then after that provide the data. This will automatically provide the output to you. Now calculate the interquartile range. So find the lowest and upper limit, as Q1 is called upper limit and lower limit means your left side, upper limit means your right side. So as I had told you, Q1 minus 1.5 is your left side, and Q3 plus 1.5 IQ are your right side. So this would be your Q1 minus 1.5 IQR and Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. We can mention this lower limit and upper limit. If you will print this, you will get this particular value. I think did something wrong here. IQR is not defined. Okay, let me print here. Oh, now it's coming. So lower limit is 12.5 and 31.5. 12.5 and 31.5 is the upper limit and lower limit is minus 12.5 minus 12.5. It means our data is correct. This is your manual calculation we did, and here we use the Python coding, so both are matching. Now if you want to do the outlier, so we can use the outlier. Let's just like your list, blank list, then you need to use the for loop. If x means select any variable, x is your variable in the data set, we are using the for loop. If x is greater than upper limit, it means in the right side here, it means this is the particular right side, upper limit, x greater than upper limit, or x less than lower limit, means left side. Then outlier dot append whatever the outlier we will get, that will print in this particular list. So here if I will run this, there is no any outlier in our data set, so it is not showing any value. If we want to plot this, you can use this directly box plot and mention the data array. It will automatically plot all your things. Let's discuss the outlier here. If we want to use this particular above data, so we can do one thing, we can just again import all those things. You will check the outlier value. You can see the 50 is coming as a outlier value if we'll use this particular thing, and you can also check the outlier value in your box plot. You can see this particular thing, it is coming as a outlier. So this way you can check the outlier detection by using the IQR method, and also you can check the IQR by using this particular Python coding. So